Hi, and welcome to this video on PDQ hot folder printing. Now, hot folders are only available in the paid version of PDQ. The light version, the free version, does not have hot folders. So the advantage of hot folders is that you can now automate any process that's related to printing within PDQ. So let me show you how it works. We'll share the screen. Now, the settings for hot folders are here. They have to be set active, and they can only be set active in the full version, the non-light version of PDQ. And then you can auto start. Auto start, I won't switch it on right now, means that as soon as a job comes in on a hot folder, not only is it processed and placed into the queue, but it's also printed automatically. So that means it's fully automatic. You don't have to do anything. But let's demonstrate the use of the hot folders by creating some. We have no hot folders created yet. If we go to our droplets, or we click on the hot folders icon, we get to the droplets interface. Why? Because we can define a hot folder linked to a droplet. And the droplet allows us to set certain actions for the file that's coming in, which could be we could resize the file. We could assign a media type to it, assign an ink type to it, or an ICC profile to it, or a printer. So let's make a couple of hot folders. This is one that's predefined in PDQ just to demonstrate the use of hot folders. We'll select, or droplets, we select a file, we create a new hot folder on the desktop, and we'll call this Hot 2030. Which is after the name 2030 there. Well, let's make it 20 by 30. That might be a bit more logical. Create. So we just create a folder, and we assign that folder now to this particular droplet. So that any file that's now dropped here will automatically be processed by PDQ and actually cropped to 20 by 30. If we wanted to make sure that this is a folder for a printer that only has matte ink in it, we could add matte to the description of the folder here. Let's just do that. Call this MK. And then of course we have to reselect the folder because the other one didn't exist anymore. MK. Okay. And now we could set the ink type to be matte. So that means that any file that's matte could be dropped there, and we could make another folder that would be for the same size on glossy. So if we want to make another one, we could just make another one like this, and we could make it a different size, maybe 40 by 40. Name is just whatever you want to name it. Size is what you enter here, obviously. So 400 by 400. We're on metric, so we're defining these sizes in millimeters here. And we could select the method by clicking on the field. So you cannot type in, but you can click on the field and it toggles between the three available modes. So what we can do is just use crop for this one. We could set a media, we could make this a photo ink. We could even link an ICC profile there if we have color management done by PDQ. And we obviously select a new hot folder. We create a new one, and we'll call this Hot 40 by 40. And say create and open it. So now we have defined two hot folders, and to demonstrate its use, we'll open a Finder. File, new Finder window. And the one thing you have to be careful with is that this is more intended to be running on a system where other people throw files onto the hot folders through a shared connection on your network. So that means if you want to drop files onto the folders here, you have to copy them, or you will lose them from wherever you copy them locally. So if I want to print this reference test, I hit the Alt key before I drop it. If I drop it on the 4040, it gets processed after a few seconds to the size 4040. And it rotated it because it fitted better if it rotated first. It does that automatically. So if I do the same image to the other one, hit the Alt key again before releasing it. It gets dropped on the 20 by 30 and then it's processed automatically to be cropped to a 20 by 30. So now you have a 20 by 30 size here as well. So by doing it this way, you have a very easy way of defining different standard sizes or media types or profiles or ink types within a hot folder that could be shared over a network. So everybody can just throw their files onto the right hot folder and it would be picked up by PDQ automatically. We can also add a printer to it, so let's demonstrate that. If we would have two printers, we would go to settings and we could set up a second printer. We would select it, not here, we have to first choose it, sorry about that. So we go to settings, select the printer, and we'll choose the 24-inch version of the other one is 44-inch. So we now have two printers that are identical, just different width. And we could do the hot folder defined to a particular printer. These were both assigned to printer 1. If I go to settings, or if I go to hot folders and assign the 4040 to printer 2, then all the files I drop into the hot 4040, let's drop this one in there, would now get assigned to printer number 2. So that's a way to automate multiple printers using just PDQ. You see, now the assigned printer is number 2. So no more complications of users having to know which printer does what. You just define the hot folders that are available to the users. You want to be able to drop files onto them and they get processed automatically by PDQ. Okay, this is again only available in the full version, the paid version of PDQ, not in a light version. But the full version is not exactly expensive. It's available in the App Store. If you like it, please go ahead and purchase it. If you have any questions or problems with it, use the support link on the App Store and contact us and we'll try to get it sorted. I hope you found this video useful and thank you for watching.